first of all, just what is Norman mean to you? I mean, you spent, what, 12, 14 times?
15. You know, sometimes the hardest question you can ask me is, where am I from? And the easy answer for me is Oklahoma. I moved there when I was 9, and I left for good when I was 24. And so 15 awesome years, loved every second of it. I thought it was just a tremendous, tremendous place to grow up. Elementary, middle, high school, college, and grad school all got done in one town for me, which as a coach's kid just doesn't happen. Everybody deserves a hometown, and it's my hometown. And so proud to be from Norman, proud to be a Norman Tiger, proud to be an alum of University of Oklahoma, and the memories and the relationships that we had there, wouldn't trade for anything.
Some of the memories, either growing up or playing, in Norman, what are some of those?
Man, you know what? It's hard to differentiate my memories away from OU, because so much of my childhood was going. I don't know if I missed a practice from the time I was 9 until middle school, and I started being able to play for my school ball team. And then as soon as our school ball team would end, I had a manager. My mom was picking me up from school every day and running me up there to my dance practices. And so much of my best and favorite childhood memories are in Lloyd Noble. Before the practice gym was built, the practice gym got built my junior year of high school. But just it's hard to differentiate one from the other. So many awesome friends and relationships that I still have and exist, live and rest there. So many of my horrible secrets that I would be thrilled if you guys never found out about live and rest in Norman. And then, I stayed the longest. My sister was of our family. My sister was the first to leave. She left right after college and went to College of Charleston, and my dad stayed 2 more years. And then I played my senior year, and then I actually went to Indiana for a year and came back for 2. So, in so many ways, it's all I knew, and didn't have a full appreciation for the gravity of how awesome that place is until I left, and the power of the Oklahoma brand is until I left, and that was tremendous. But, best friend just left, and so there's just 3 of us that are the best of friends. One lives in Oklahoma, or in Edmond, north side, so I'm excited to see him and his family. It's just so many childhood friends. And then I got quite a few teammates from OU that still live in the area. That'd be exciting to see. I think they're having an alumni event associated with our game, which on some level makes sense. So it'd be good to see people, that's all.
Get that final question, just in terms of, what comes to your mind when you think about, what, Calvin and you guys built at Oklahoma versus what you guys built here? You're good.
What he built at Oklahoma was his. I think it was his. And he broke through so many barriers and did so many things for the first time there that was new to all of us. And it was awesome to have a front row seat to it. I think that, for me personally, I fell in love with basketball in Norman. I fell in love with basketball in that community, and I played in the rec league, the biddy ball leagues. I played in Norman High basketball camp. I played at Oklahoma basketball camp. I didn't just go to OU. I was an Oklahoman, and so comparing it to this, where he and I were a little more hand in hand in building it. I had a different seat. Whereas there I was along for the ride, and it was awesome, and it strengthened every thought or idea I had about this game. Whereas here, he let me pick up a shovel and dig, and so for me personally, what we've done here is more special and meaningful, and I'm tickled to death that we've built here and created here, and most excited at the sustainability and our ability to build on it year after year. Whereas at Oklahoma, I mean, I was just in, I was in awe, and you know, so many of my memories there, now that I'm thinking about it, they involve my grandfather, and so many conference tournaments, NCAA tournaments, and times on the bus or times in practice, times that he was every, very, very, very big part of all of that. And, I think often what he would think of everything that we've done here, so that's a difference for sure.
Last thing, just what do you think, either whether it's you observing from Oklahoma or him personally, just like you think you guys learned from Oklahoma that you guys were able to, I mean, I'm sure it's
I think some of his that you can win championships with the DNA being defensive rebound. And I think when he went to the NBA, his toolbox just got a lot better. And I say it all the time. He is a significantly better coach today than he ever was. And all of the experiences between Oklahoma and today have shaped who he is as a coach today. He is. And I had a front row seat to him then, as I do now, and he's significantly better. And I think all of the traps and the pitfalls and things that roster building and program building, and that we learned from. We didn't make a lot of mistakes when we were putting the infrastructure of this place in. From the 50-50 club is really, really similar to the tipping club that we had in Oklahoma. How we filmed the night before at Coach's house. Obviously similar. There's so many program foundational things that we did there that has translated to here, and we've been able to inject some additional fresh ideas and create this thing to what it is.
Thank you.